So the Green Arrow, Stephen Amell, Oliver Queen, he has all come to an end. It has come to an end. So I wanted to cover some of the history of this show and the character overall. The Green Arrow, the character, the DC comic character, first appeared November 1941 on the More Fun Comics number 73. Look how long that was. Long time ago. Now, Stephen Amell, the man, he's from Toronto, Canada, and has been an actor since 2004. Now, when did the show really started to come about? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But on January 2012, Stephen Amell was casted as Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. Even though he was casted in 2012, the idea of the show really started in season 6 of Smallville. At the time, Amell was not the primary person to play the Green Arrow. It was Justin Hartley from Smallville. But he turned down the role. When the pilot was ordered for the Green Arrow, it was directed by none other than David Nutters, who also directed the pilot for Smallville. For this show, you really gotta thank Andrew Kreisberg, Greg Berlanti, that's a name that I know everywhere, and Mark Guggenheim. You gotta thank this man for giving us this universe, this DC universe in the CW. From the beginning, they wanted to ground the show as much as possible, and you could easily see that in the first 2 seasons. I mean, I clearly saw that when I started watching. I keep saying the Green Arrow, but it's Arrow, but we all know that it is the Green Arrow. According to Stephen Amell, this show was so grounded that he felt that if he could put the suit himself, then people will be into the series. And he was right. This series literally, it began on October 10th, 2012, and it ended on January 28th, 2020. I can't believe that the show that got it going has ended. I knew it was gonna end, but damn, I can't believe that it's over. I remember back in those days. I mean, this is only like what, 8 years ago? I'm talking like it's forever ago, but I remember like back in those times, it was hard finding a good comic book show. And I know Smallville was around and all that stuff, but Smallville just wasn't what I was looking for. I don't think the technology was there. At least for me, Smallville was not. It just wasn't for me. But then I found the Green Arrow, and immediately I did not. I just couldn't stop watching this show. I got my wife to watch. I remember finding this show, reading an article during lunch at work, and I'm like, this is actually out there, and I just never stopped. You know, I remember Marvel was just getting hot around this time. The Dark Knight Rises was just ending, and here we have this TV show that was pretty hardcore in an amazing way. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, got it going for Marvel. Well, Stephen Amell really got it going for CW, DC Comics on TV. Seriously. Thanks to this show, it propelled shows to be created like The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, and Batwoman. I don't think these shows will be here today without first getting the Green Arrow. I mean, let's not even about the shows, but the crossovers and countless characters that we saw throughout all these shows. This will forever be recorded in my life, in my mind. It will never be forgotten, ever. I feel like Stephen Amell brought the Green Arrow out of a dark place and made it a respectable superhero. And when I mean a dark place, it means like it was just sitting in a shelf somewhere where nobody really care about the Green Arrow. Like, yeah, we know who he is, but nobody really care. I watched the Green Arrow animated series, but I could never really take him serious because he just wasn't as tough as the version of the show. I mean, look, I remember like it was yesterday in one of the crossovers, Invasion, Supergirl admitted being scared of Oliver Queen. And we're talking about a Kryptonian here, being scared of a human. I can totally understand because he's not backing down no matter who's in front of him. Stephen Amell, thank you Thank you for giving us the Green Arrow. You probably will never hear this video, this message, but if you do, thank you. I hope that since the show has now ended, that we get a Green Arrow movie on the DCEU. Steven, you will be missed, and you have not failed.